What is going on, guys? Jaye the Black here, back with another video. What do we have here? Well, there's a photo that kind of went viral, and it showed Megan Thee Stallion sitting poolside, and in the far distance to the left side of the photo, it looked to be Klay Thompson sitting. Now, this was not done on accident. This was done on purpose, because apparently this was her way of putting it out there that her and Klay Thompson have something going on. This is very side chick like behavior, okay? Only a side chick or a woman who's messing around with a dude who's a jump off would pull this, okay? But she put this photo out, her and Roc Nation, just to show that, you know, her and Klay Thompson have something going on. Because apparently, you know, Klay Thompson, you know, he got traded to the Dallas Mavericks last NBA season. And the funny thing is, there were rumors that they had linked up, last year? So to see this happen just sort of puts two and two together. Well, now he's in Dallas, and maybe this is why the connection is being made. Or he could have just been sitting poolside and she just pulled a stunt, you know? She pulled a jump off stunt, right? What's very funny about this is because earlier this year, Meg Thee Stallion was in a whole relationship with this guy, Torrey Craig, I believe that's his name. He is an NBA player. I believe he plays for the Chicago Bulls. She was even sitting at his games. This was last NBA season. This is how quick this heifer has moved. You go from that to being poolside with Klay Thompson. And y'all want me to believe that this heifer has a monogamous bone in her body, that she's willing to just be with one guy? I don't think so. You know, the funny thing is, we know Megan more for what she does outside of music than what she does in music, which is why none of her music is selling. No one cares about it. She did that failed tour. Y'all know that she ain't been on no tour since. Roc Nation probably lost a lot of money. And the ultimate irony of this whole situation is that Slim Thug still ain't got with her. Slim Thug listen, I have nothing against Slim Thug, but he do a whole lot of simping for this heifer. She don't want him. She was with another Texas rapper. They was walking out of some place and you know, but she was not with Slim Thug. See, women don't want men who are desperate for them. I'm just gonna put that out there. Women have no interest in men that are just chasing them like that. All right. And the thing with Megan Thee Stallion is this. You know, even though I disagree with how she has handled herself with this Tory Lanez situation, and how she's tried to silence people for speaking the truth, by the way. And now she has her own legal situation. I think this also could be a way for her to deflect, because apparently she's going to have to own up to her photographer's lawsuit. And that's going to move forward. And she can't get out of that. So this whole relationship, or this so-called being put out here by Roc Nation as some relationship, to me just seems like a reflection. And for Klay Thompson, what do you get out of this? But you know, Klay Thompson is willing to screw anything. I just think that's just Klay Thompson, right? And you know, he's in Dallas, and you know, he probably been following her on social media, and when he had the opportunity to get with her, he does it. But I would say this to any of these guys, right? You better be careful, because she's been able to keep herself off of the alcohol since the Tory Lanez trial, but we don't know how long that's going to last, especially if her career continues to flounder. And it's floundering. No matter what Roc Nation does, it's going to continue to flounder. So they can put out these photos, got all these articles speaking about it. We'll see in a couple of months if her and Klay Thompson is a thing, if she's courtside at games. If you don't see her courtside at games, it lets you know that it was a fling and Klay Thompson had no interest in taking it any further. Now let's get into this article from People. The Mamushi rapper shared a photo on Instagram on Wednesday with Thompson in the background. Megan Thee Stallion shared a photo with NBA star Klay Thompson in the background. She shared the photo. Fans in the comment section quickly pointed him out. Stallion was last linked to Chicago Bulls player Torrey, which was this year, by the way. Was earlier this year. Shortly after the rapper 30 shared a new thirst trap on Instagram Wednesday, fans in the comment section quickly noticed Klay Thompson in the background, sparking romance buzz. In the photo, the Captain Hook rapper sitting pretty on the ledge of a hot tub. On the far left corner, the NBA star seen relaxing in a chair. Megan simply captioned the post with a palm tree emoji and a plane emoji. Do we not realize Klay Thompson's in the background? One Instagram user wrote, while another added, look out Klay. Another commenter wrote, my guy Klay Thompson still shooting and not missing. Neither Megan nor Thompson have commented on their relationship status. Reps for the rapper and pro athlete did not, because it's all a play. You know, it's all a play. You know, her and her team put this out on purpose. And that's why you have people and you have TMZ who are speaking about this, because this was done on purpose, because Megan at the end of the day wants y'all to know that people still want her. That's what this is about. But Megan has to understand something. Yeah, they will screw you, but they're not putting a ring on your finger. They're not calling you their girlfriend. That's it. That's all you're going to get from these guys. And Klay Thompson don't be wifing up chicks. I mean, yeah, he dates them, but he don't be wifing up chicks like that. He don't. He's a guy toward the tail end of his NBA career. And, you know, he's saying to himself, why not? But I noticed that, you know, this article, this TMZ article, they made it seem as if it was just going to be for the summer, which I'm telling you right now, that was fed to them. That was a line that was fed to them by Megan's team, just so, you know, she, you know, because she's the, you know, she was, years ago, she was pushing the hot girl summer trend, right? She was pushing the hot girl summer trend. So they could be using that. But this also shows just how easy it is to hop from dude to dude. You know, she not dealing with rappers, because these rappers not gonna touch her except for Slim Thug. Slim Thug is the only rapper that's willing to date her publicly, right? But as far as NBA players, those guys are still willing to date her. So she goes from Torrey Craig to Klay Thompson, because those are the only guys who are still willing to date her. Rappers, on the other hand, are not looking to be anywhere near her, and she knows this. Megan Thee Stallion is taking advantage of Klay Thompson's summer offseason. The NBA legend was cryptically spotted in a new IG post, and it's because they're dating. The Hiss rapper has a win-win situation with a social media post doubling as promo for Hot Girl Summer swimwear line, but Klay's Where's Waldo-esque cameo in the background of her poolside shot was hard to ignore. See, that's Torrey Craig and her in January. Y'all gotta understand, they were in bed doing TikTok videos together. You know what I'm saying? That's how she move. You know? Meg knows her way around the hardwood. She was linked to Chicago Bulls player Torrey Craig up until her Coachella performance in April, but seems like all plays are running through Klay now. And just talk about they reached out to the team. Listen, maybe he had cold feet because maybe he realized the type of woman that he's with, and she's just not gonna, you know, you can't be in a relationship with somebody like her. These dudes be knowing her background, get with her, because maybe to them it's a short-term fling, but that's just what her life is going to be. No matter what Meg Thee Stallion does, no matter how long of a distance it was between the Tory Lanez trial and now, she's never going to be able to live this down. I don't care what these do. I don't care what Torrey told her, Torrey Craig. I don't care what Klay Thompson has told her. This thing is going to follow her forever, especially looking at what has happened to Tory Lanez since he's been locked up. It's only going to get worse. is only going to get worse. The longer Tory Lanez is sitting in jail, the worse it's going to get. She's been insulated from it because she's dipped her toe out of the rap circles. You see her going over to Japan, and she's trying to work with those Asian artists. Now you see her dating NBA players. You could tell she's making a concerted effort to stay away from hip hop circles. But for how long is that going to last? How long before she wants back in, before she wants to start dating rappers again? See, that's her thing. She's always been into rappers, like most of these women now. And she's only dating NBA players because they're going to be a lot more welcoming of her than she would be as far as these rappers. These rappers, unless you're Slim Thug, are not going to be as welcoming to her as far as dating is concerned. Or they're going to want to keep it a complete secret. They're going to want to keep it a complete secret. And again, the only rapper that's not going to keep it secret is Slim Thug. Slim Thug is willing to do whatever it takes to get with her, despite what she's done, despite her being one of the biggest liars ever, being caught up in lies, admitting to those lies. But you got guys like Slim Thug who's willing to overlook all of that because he wants to hit all these women out here, especially in Texas. Man, Texas has a deep roster of women everywhere. I won't say roster, but a deep talent pool in Texas. A deep talent pool in Texas. And you are thirsting over Meg Thee Stallion? Listen, if Klay Thompson is smart, he's having a fling and he's keeping it pushing because he has a very important NBA season coming up for himself, and he doesn't want to be bogged down by no relationships. Knowing Klay as I've been able to see him from a distance. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Me your thoughts. If you share, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, X, Instagram, and I'll see y'all next.